So everyone, if you don't know already, I'm Inuupen. I draw Cave King and I draw Chroma for Pulse Manga. Chroma is on a short little intermission before I actually start, but Cave King is currently serialized every week. So if you haven't read Cave King this week, leave. Leave and go read it and then come back. But today we're gonna be designing a Cave King character, um, and I'm gonna teach you about character design in the process of doing that. So if you're drawing digitally, okay, BRB, I'm gonna go read. Yeah, go do that real quick. I'll make sure this one gets uploaded. Yeah, so first thing you want to do is go pull up some Pinterest. First, no, wait. First thing you want to do is have an idea. Then after you have an idea of what type of character you want to go to Pinterest or whatever you use to look at references and get a references for the type of feel of the design. Like if you wanted a pirate, like go look at pirates. And one thing I do personally is I look at a real reference of a pirate, and then I look at how other people draw pirates, and then I use one realistic reference and one art reference. So I'm going to show you this whole process right now. But yeah, that is what I do, and we will be doing that here. So what I want right now is a sort of a punk, right? A punk kid, some sort of kid who looks really scraggy, looks really rough. So I already have an idea of how punks look, but for the sake of adding more personality to it, we're gonna look up a punk, like a punk rock sort of. I don't know if I can say that, but a idiot character. There you go. But yeah, someone who's a dick, right? Someone who's an asshole. So let's go to Pinterest, and I think you should be able to see on my screen. If I pull Pinterest over here, we're going to look up punk and see. So we want something like these guys, something really extra. This is super extra. Let's see. Let's look up punk kid. Punk kid. Wow, that's super extra. Let's see. Oh, this kid looks really cool. I actually like that. It's hilarious. Let's see. And then I want to mix it with I believe it's Yankee. Yeah, okay. So punk mixed with sort of this. Dang, okay, this is really good referencing right here. So I'm gonna want this, right? So what we'll do is save it. Oh, this is actually like a. Okay, I don't think we can save that. It's not letting us. But yeah, we want something like this guy here, and then we want to mix it with the American definition of a punk. So yeah, this looks really cool too, right? So let's save this. Boom. Right, and then let's save a real reference. Maybe look at this one too. Full body. I don't even know what series that's from. Now let me get a real reference. Okay. I want a real reference of this hair. Let me see. Nah, this hair. Okay, boom. Oh, that's an HTML file. No. I know my wife's gonna be like, dude, why do you have all these random guys? Dang, that dude really has anime hair. Okay. So this must be from something, like a live action something. No, not that one. Maybe this one, right? Oh shit, where'd it go? Okay. Right here. Alright, so now that we got these references, I'm gonna do the most with it. So, file, import, desktop, this one. Import, if you're on digital, you can pull up these images that you saved and put them all in the corner here. That way you can reference them as you go. And yeah. Let me head back to Discord and see if you guys are saying. Sure, let me see. I'm here because Inu said we're getting free real estate. Oh shit, sorry. Okay. Alright, so yeah, now we're gonna design a character. But it's gonna be a kid and I wanna do something. So I'm gonna mix two things together. I know I want him to stand like this, have really baggy pants. Right, we see these guys there. They got the really baggy pants. Okay. Now let's head back to Pinterest because we're going to look at the American definition of a punk. I believe this is the Japanese one, but they call them Yankees. So it's like punk. And we're going to mix. It really boils down to the hair, right? And the chains. You need the chains. The hair and the chains. I like this one. I really, really like this one. Like what she's wearing, I want to see if I can get the image. Dang, I can't. It took me to some dark. We were on the dark web right there for a second. But yeah, we're going to let's see. Let's see punk art. Let's see if we can get some art, right? Because it's not letting us save. Let me see. Let's see if we can get some punk art. Chainsaw Man pops up. That's so crazy. Okay. This one's interesting. Let's go back. I really want a real reference though. If it'll let me save. No, it's a link. No, it's a link. Alright, I think we have an idea. We can sort of use our visual. That's hilarious. That's the hair. Bro. Oh my god. Boulder already looks like that though, so we don't want to repeat that. Alright. I got it. I know what we're gonna do. Oh, just keep the tabs open. Right. Okay. Let me drag this to my other screen. Duh. Alright. So, we got these dudes here. And then, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so this one. Okay. Wait, you see? I'm doing it. I'm not doing anything. Wait, I know what I could do. I got it. 10. There we go. Okay. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. So this kid, he's gonna be a sort of an idiot. Um. Oh, you're back.
I'll say later.
Why? What happened?
$5 alone.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Dang. Let's see. Let's see. I want his hair to be exaggerated, so I'm gonna go. And then the sides look shaved off. That looks awkward to draw, so we're not gonna do that. Alright, so we're copying this hairstyle and basically putting it on him. So I think another thing we should take into account is how we're gonna blend this with this. This is the hard part, right? So I guess what I could do is something like this. Right. What is his powers? I didn't say nothing about powers. We'll get there eventually. You'll meet him soon. He's chapter 2, and chapter 1's, we got a few weeks to go until it's over. But we'll get there. So what I'm doing here is, this is some sort of buckle strap. Like, as you can see in her clothes, she has it right here where her arm is attached, and she has like these straps connecting the thing. Looks cool, so I'm gonna add it to him. And it's gonna be a jacket, right? Hers is a shirt, but it's gonna be a jacket like one of the school uniforms. Get real funky with the design. You want to feel like, don't feel confined to just one look. Mixed looks like what I'm doing right now. The moment you feel confined is the moment you need to step back and look at what you're doing, reevaluate, and think about how you can make it weird. Because weird is good. People like weird, and weird is the reason why people like a lot of manga. Like in Jujutsu Kaisen, a talking panda is considered cool because it's weird. So try to keep things really weird when designing characters. So when people see a punk sort of Japanese high school look, their first thought is, wow, that's weird, but it looks cool. Yeah, so we'll have his other arm like this is a finger out, and then his thumb. Give me 1 second. I'm just freehanding it real quick, just so I can get the idea down. If people like weird, I'd have more friends. Bro, we're friends. What do you mean? Damn, that's actually depressing. That's depressing. We're friends, bro. Let me see. So has this sort of pose going on. As you can see, this dude has this weird like stomach belt. I don't know what the heck that is, but yo, he's wearing a turtleneck. Matter of fact, so what the hell is this? That's interesting. We could give it to him, but we're gonna make it bandages. And then we're gonna give him some punk gloves. Give him the gloves, right? Chain. You have like a star chain. Wait, a kunai chain, I guess. Wait, no. Damn. Let me see. Let me see. What kind of chain should we give this guy? Do you guys have any ideas? You guys can help. Let me see. Maybe like a strap here. A strap here. Ice? Yeah, we need some ice. We need to throw some ice on this guy. Thinking like a crystal. I don't know. If you guys have a better idea, let me know. Like a chain, but one is a bullet. Oh, a chain but on a bullet. That's actually interesting. That's pretty interesting. Bike chain wrapped around. Yo, that's actually really based. A bike chain. Yeah, we're gonna have to go with the bike chain idea. I really like that bike chain idea, so let's see. I'm just mad it came from Kami. Oh, I'm just kidding. Let me see. For now, we're just gonna do this. So right now we are designing this character, and thank you for taking time out of your day to go read Cave King. That means a lot, man. Bless you. So yeah, he has a bike chain around that hand. And you didn't miss much. Right now we're just getting to the overall structure. I think we need more straps here though, so let me see. We could probably do a strap here. One here, right? Let me see. He's supposed to be a bad kid that, you know, learns later on about something, but I guess I can go into the idea for the character, right? And that'll probably give people more initiative to read Cave King. So I'll give you guys the idea. He's supposed to be a kid who believes that he has to be a follower to make friends, and the only friends in his neighborhood are these really bad kids, and he wants to be cool, but he also wants to have friends, so he chooses the really bad kids over the really good kids, the ones that are considered dorks or whatever the case may be. And he ends up learning that he shouldn't be an asshole to the people he used to be friends with just because he wants to be cool, because that's not cool. So it's gonna be that stupid corny situation. But he's supposed to learn what it really means to be to have friends, like who's really his friends. Cave King about to get me in my feelings. Yeah, that's the idea for him. That's why he's a punk. I don't like those eyes. Don't. This is why we control Z. You're already in your feelings? Damn. And just to add to it, we're going to give him sandals. So it's weird. When I draw feet, I start with the toenails. It's weird, right? It's like the one thing I do. That's how I ended up learning how to draw feet the right way. Without it looking too weird. Ah, yes. So now the eyes. We're gonna give him piercings on his ear here, just to mix it with the American definition of a punk a little bit more. Let's see. So. Something like that, right? What else do we have? So we have the bandages here. He needs a belt right here. Because American definition of a punk, they like a lot of belts and chains. So he has belts here. He's going to need a belt here. And then he's going to need a chain connected to this belt. Give him rings. We can't overload the character, but that was a good idea, so I'm going to add it. Maybe he's like Karapika. His freaking... his chain is connected to his rings. It's not copying. Togashi's never finishing it, bro. I'm over that, man. Oh, yep. I'll be surprised if Togashi finished Hunter x Hunter. Like, bruh. He doesn't even want anyone else to draw it, which is kind of depressing. And a scar, yes. Let me see. He's gonna have that nose scar. You know who he looks like, low key? Hold on, let me show you. Let me show you who he's actually starting to remind me of. Kiyoya Beyblade. He looks like Kiyoya from Beyblade. Oh, not really, but that's what popped in my head. What's his name? Something Leon. His Beyblade. What is it called? Oh my god. Rock Leon, yeah. Oh my god. This guy. Yeah, he low-key looks like Kyoya. Fang Leon. Give him a boob tube. Oh, around his nose, that thing? Is that what that is? Is that a boob tube? A skirt. The girl's top. No, we're not doing that. Maybe for the skirt, we could do something like this, right? Make it go halfway. because I do think that is a good idea. I really just created 15% of this character. Yes, you did. That's what I wanted, was for you guys to help out. Because if you help out, it's like hands-on learning, you know. No arguing, guys. Relax. At least not in this class, bro. Not in this class. Y'all both a joke. Alright. Dang, he looks cool. Like, I don't think he's gonna be. See, here's another thing. When designing a character, you don't want them to be too annoying to draw. Especially if they're gonna be a side character like this guy. But I do think he's pretty simple to draw. Like, we have enough stuff on him to where he stands out, right? We don't want to go ahead and add a fucking cape, like, or a fucking, like, some extra stuff. Like, I think he's good as he is right now. We have his chains, his necklaces, or whatever the case may be. So now what I'm gonna do is go in and clean the sketch up a bit. Leave that as a line. And then ink it so we could really see what we put on him. So piercing there, piercing there. Okay, that's fine. Get your rest, man. Don't let me hold you up. Thanks for joining the class. I really appreciate that. Let's see, I'll join every class as long as I'm not learning academics. Yeah, no academics here, man. Only art. So, yep, we're just inking the hair right now. That's my son, being a kid. Really wild hair. Really wild hair. I really like it so far. Inuupen math teacher sending packets every day. So yeah, I guess if I were to assign you guys homework, I'd like to see your character designs that you came with after class in art share. So I hope you are working on one right now.
Take a drink. You're doing too much.
Definitely work on one right now. Tell me what you come up with. So after class, it looks like we got a good 40 minutes left. you can
25.
send that in an art share at me when you do post it. But if it is pretty late where you are right now and you have to sleep, um, you can just send it tomorrow or just whenever you can. Sorry, I'm quiet. I should be talking right now. Um, yeah. So we're gonna add the straps to this, and do his folds. How much did you plan your character out before you start designing their look? Um, I think it depends. If you are storytelling, you need a lot of planning, right? So you need to have how they look make sense, and have how they look be interesting as well as it making sense. But if you're just a character designer and you're just designing characters, just to post like for your art book or like for your social media to build an audience, I think you can just go right in and trial and error. I thought about how this character would look a lot before even getting doing this class. So I guess it took me a couple hours, and then I just got the references and did it. But it might take some of you longer. Don't feel bad if it does take longer. It's just all a part of the process, and the more you repeat the process, the faster you get, because it becomes muscle memory. And I just say right now, like, I'm infamous for like losing confidence when it comes to manga titles. So I've done this process so many times, right? And yeah. So the more you mess up, the better, the faster you'll get, and the better you'll get. And one thing I like to tell myself is that you can only get better. So when you feel like uninspired, like you're not good enough, or like you're doing this and it's not turning out the way you want, like you could literally only get better. There's no way you're gonna get worse, and there's no way you're gonna stay where you are now, right? Because as a human, you're like your instinct is to learn. You can't repeat the same line, right? So my lines never used to come out this straight. They were like this. Like you guys struggle. Like I used to have the stabilizer on every day, but now I don't use the stabilizer anymore. But yeah, you can only get better. But yeah, as far as the question again, to re-answer it, um, it just depends on what you're doing. Like for manga and storytelling, you want to take a while until you get comfortable. But for just drawing for social media, it's just on the spot. I'd say you can just do it on the spot because it has no real weight to it. You know. Struggle at lunch in the bathroom as a kid. No, we're not, bro. We're not roasting in here. Oh my god. How much thought goes into how easy the design is to redraw over and over again? That is a really good question. So when I did this, as I'm throwing things onto the character, I'm consciously thinking, what am I gonna have to redraw over and over again? And the reason why I added this skirt, see, I'm very strategic. The reason why I listened to LaForce and added this skirt was because both sides had these belts, and I knew it was gonna be a pain to draw, right? These belts right here. So having the skirt would cover up one side of the belt, so I didn't have to keep redrawing the belt on that side. and then I'm even I'm even more smarter than that, right? So for this whole side of the knuckles and chains and stuff like that, um, I added the rings because I didn't want to just draw the chain without having anything else, because that means I'd have to explain where would he put it after he's done having it around his hand. Is it always all around his hand? But it makes more sense for it to always be around his hand if it's connected to these rings that are attached to his fingers. So every idea that everyone gave me was actually helping this process of having to redraw him a little easier. Like the sandals, I just added the sandals because I didn't want to draw some boot, even though it probably would have been better to draw a boot. I gave him sandals because it looks more wacky. Like, okay, this dude is wearing all this gear and then he just has sandals on. It's kind of silly, but yeah, I think it has a lot of thought to make this easy, but it also has a lot to do with how much time you take drawing your pages too. And because Shrine is by every week, it's weekly, I can take a lot of time on making sure that when he is announced, it doesn't matter how complicated I draw him, because I literally have like all the time in the world to make sure he's consistent, you know. But if you're on a crunch time schedule, like you gotta drop a full chapter every month or something like that, then you might not be as fortunate, and you have to like just go with something basic like this. Because you see, this guy, he's not decked out with all this extra shit. But because I'm weekly with like 2 pages, I can have the luxury of making any character look the way I want. So it also depends with schedule, right? That's my take on it, at least. How much time you're taking, how much fun you're having doing it. If it's not fun to draw, don't do it. Don't do it. If it's not fun for you to draw, why would you do it? It's not worth it, right? When you draw, it's supposed to be fun. Name suggestion: Zane or Zid? Ooh, Zach. I like Zach. Zane. I like Zid. Let me get some more. Zerk. Ooh, I like that one. Zerk. Zerk. It has a very comic feel to it. Zerk. Zim. Invader Zim. Dude, I used to be obsessed with Invader Zim. So whenever I hear the name Zim. Whoa, Rusty. Yeah, his name's going to be Rusty. I like that one a lot. Good on you, LaForce. Bucket. I like Bucket. Sarge. I like the weird ones, like Rusty and Bucket. I like that. Liquid. Grease. Yo! Grease. That's the winner. Grease is the winner, because if we go with the theme of the series, okay. Then yeah, Bucket. I like that. Rusty, Bucket, Grease. Grease, yeah. I really like Grease. unmute you. Not yet. After class, I'll unmute a few of you guys after class. Rusty bucket of grease. So, I think for these ones, I'm going to do something like. Let me see. Tornadoes, Jules. Okay. See now, it has to make sense. So let me see. It doesn't make sense that these are there unless I do something like this. Let me show you guys something. So those buckles didn't make any sense, and I just thought about that right now. But they will make sense if they are attached and strapped. Let's see. Benjamin Stephen Harry Williams III. Tinnitus. Okay, hold on. So we have the buckles right there. I just freehanded it. And then for his chain, this part is going to be really annoying, but this is tedious. We just had to say chain. I need to learn how to draw a chain better. I never really. I'm just going off the dome. There's probably an easier way. And then I'm gonna just simplify the rest of it like this. Like that. Tennis. Oh, not tennis. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Tennis. Okay. Tennis. I'm just okay. Back to drawing. Dude, I hate words. I never get words right. Let's see. Turn off the sketches real quick. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it looks fine. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. Got that. Yo, what's up, K3? Thanks for joining the lesson. Right now I'm just going in and inking. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna try this one more time. How many times have I redesigned a character before I was 100% happy with it? It actually happened to Lucas. Lucas went through like 4 different designs. And if nobody knows who Lucas is, he's the protagonist of Cave King. And he went through 4 different designs before I was like, F it, I'm just going to use the design from an old series that I had that never saw the light of day. Well, it did actually see the light of day. What am I saying? But it got canceled because I didn't like it. But I ended up bringing it back and evolving Cave King into what that series was supposed to be. And that's how I got Lucas. I just made a few tweaks to Lucas so he can stand out. He has his nose bandage and his cool brown hair and his Goku hair and his overalls. But yeah, it happened to Lucas. It took me like 5 tries. And then before I said F it, I'm just going to take a step back. But really, when you're designing a manga protagonist, it's all about the hair, bro. It starts with the hair because, like, I don't know if you guys read or watched those light novel adaptations. Watch those light novel adaptations of characters. Bro, their designs are so boring. Like, they just don't look like the hero. They look like the background character. But yeah, Lucas can hoop. Can Lucas hoop though? Lucas can hoop. He'll ball you up. Saitama punching air right now. Oh my god. No, Saitama actually looks really unique. Believe it or not. Like, it's the fact that he doesn't have hair that makes him unique. You see, it's all about the hair or lack of. And the art style, too. And then it starts with the hair and it finishes what they wear. Like, I believe Jin once told me that if it's cosplayable, then it's a good design. Because you can't walk in cosplaying a school uniform and expect someone to know who you are, right? It's the school uniform plus the hairstyle of the character. One person comes in as Mob and another person comes in as someone from, what is it called? What is that? Not Durarara. It's this game with the black and white bear. Forgot, but you'll know who's from what, right? But that was the point I was trying to make. I forgot what that game is called. I played it before. Oh, Danganronpa. There we go. There we go. But they wear school uniforms, and the way they wear it is so insane, right?
Go, Benny. Go, Benny. Go, 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 Benny. Go, Benny. Ay. Down. Look at the ball. Look. Oh, mommy.
And then on his sandals, it could be like this face, just to add some childish to him. He's still a kid, you know. Now we have our inks down. Now we sort out the rest of this. 1 second.
Get on the bed.
Let's see. So the edgy detective game. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Look, look this.
He came out really cool. What do you guys think? And then we're gonna give him. He'll have a sucker in its mouth.
Bunny, what's with you?
Dynamic and perfect. Yeah, a sucker, like a lollipop. That dude, Don, bruh. He never stops. He never stops. Do you guys feel like you've learned something in the process of this? The idea is that if he looks in his teens, then we can just say he's 13, right? He's a big 13-year-old. He's gonna have a black and mild. No. 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 Let me see. Select. Actually, we're gonna use something that I just learned. You know what? Hold on. Wait. Give him a wife beater. No. Let's see. So we got that. What I'll do now is start doing some trims here and there. You are the drug. Say no to yourself. So now what we're going to do is this, and let me see, this.
No, 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 no. Leave it in.
Oh crap. Okay.
Khalil, you just pulled the whole thing out, dude. No, no. Is it here or nowhere?
Right now we're gonna go in and clean this up. That is some powerful JoJo pose.
If it doesn't in here, I want to hear it.
Figuring out where these blacks will go. Let's see. Is it bad to only reference other manga when designing characters? Absolutely. Yep. You'll run into a trap. You'll run into a wall where all your stuff starts to look identical, and you like. I believe. Hold on. I believe it takes away from your own personal artistic voice, because we all have one. Everyone, as a person in general, sort of has that artistic capability to create something just as unique as the people that you look up to. So if you usually just copy them and design like what you think would be cool off of them, it would come up like it's something you can't break away from, and some more than others. Like, I don't know if you've like around social media, there's a thing like becoming a Dragon Ball artist, and not a lot of those guys can break away from Toriyama's style because they've done it for so long, and Toriyama's style and look is so contagious that they're just sort of stuck. And they could probably change it if they really, really, really wanted to, but it takes a lot of time and devotion. I know a guy who literally just can't get away from it. But yeah, I think just studying other artists when designing characters is a bad thing. But only if you do it to I think if you do anything too much, it's bad for you. So I guess that's what I should say, because even I study the way other artists do things, but I think if you do it to the extreme, then yeah, it's bad. Yeah, it's moderation. There we go. Oh wow, his hair is not even black. That's insane. It's like a weird gray, bro. Let's see. There we go. Do anything too much is bad. All right, I'm gonna stop eating. On see you on the other side, Inu. No, well, yeah. If you eat too much, that's even bad for you too. So, I mean, yeah, bro. The only thing that's not bad if you do too much is um, breathe too much. Please keep breathing. What advice do you have for people who say they are struggling to find their art style? Um, Damn, that's a good one. Okay, so in this regard, I would say this is actually a double, like, what is it? A double negative. On one hand, I'd say study your favorite artist, and on another hand, I'd say don't. But I guess in this situation, if you're struggling to find like your artistic voice, back when I started drawing, um, I traced an entire volume of Zatch Bell. I tell this story all the time. In middle school, I traced an entire volume of Zatch Bell just so I can lie to my friends and say, "Wow, look, I drew a comic," and they didn't. For one, they didn't believe it was mine, but afterward, I found myself drawing like him for a good while, and I was like, "Wow, like I think I learned something." But what I'm saying is, like, I don't want you guys to go and trace a volume of Jujutsu Kaisen. But what I do want you to do is look at the way they draw their stuff and put it into your work. Like, take little things. So you like the way Jujutsu Kaisen draws hands the most, right? Take the hands. You like the way Horikoshi draws eyes, right? Take his eyes. And you like the way FMA's artist draws noses. Take the noses, and then try to make a piece of all those things that you like and put it into one thing. Because after you do that, you'll find yourself looking at something and then, okay, maybe I like my eyes a certain way, and then you would be adjusting what you learned from them so it could fit your needs and your wants and your artistic vision. And the more you do this, the more things will start to turn into what is called your style. Because that's basically what I'm doing. Like, I don't know like what you guys would say my style looks like, but my eyes and the way I draw eyes nowadays, it looks a lot like what Horikoshi used to do for eyes, or what he does for eyes. But they still have a different approach to them, right? So yeah, like I mix the way. Let me show you without spoiling. So, one second. I think this is it. So I mixed the way Toriyama does eyes, right? He has like the little line, and then everything else is free game. But I mixed the pupil part with Horikoshi, and it's Horikoshi's eyeball with Toriyama's thing. And yeah, like I don't know if I just ruined your childhood by showing you that, but yeah, that's basically what I do for Lucas. It's really not an original look until you look deeper, but that gives you a style at the very least, right? And I think that's okay to have a style built off that way. I should say it's okay to have a style that is a combination of other styles, because then you learn and you make it your style. It's style is so weird. It's a topic that any artist can go on about all day long. Some people think that styles don't even exist. But styles, I believe styles definitely do exist. If I'm doing it this way, I should grab all of this and black. And then grab this and right. Now, in the manga, what you do for like stuff like this is take that, grab this, tone it, and you tone all of this. Oh, oops. This. Wait, I think I can make it faster. You could even do. So what I've been doing for like interesting tones, call this a toning tutorial. What I used to do, I mean, what I started doing for interesting tones is this. It's actually very cool. I want to show you guys real quick. I did it for Flint in Cave King's recent update. You'll see it. So grab the monochromatic pattern, go down. Where is it? I think it's this one. Right, and then so I did something like this, but I made the circle a lot bigger. So when I did this, hold on. Hold on, I'll show you. You can see what it's doing already though, but yeah, right there. Here we go. Take that. And I started doing stuff like this. It looks kind of weird for this one because it's so strong. But yeah. Just a fancy way to do tones. Let me see. Alright, and after that, just add some inks for this. I'll probably color him later, but we have this. And boom. So here's our mixed of punk and Yankee. You never miss. Thanks. Alright, it looks solid, I think. He has a sucker in his mouth. Let me see. It is 6:16, so yeah, it looks like I am done here with this. Are there any questions from anyone? Oh. Okay, struggle. You have yourself muted. Why that man built different? Okay, LaForce. I think you're unmuted. I think you have yourself muted. That's weird. I don't know. But if it's not working... Oh, he does. Okay. Okay. Let me know if there's any questions. If not, I'm gonna just take my leave. Now he got muted. Okay, let's see. Unmute. Try talking, LaForce. Finna crack a cold one with the boys. I'm confused. You asked me to unmute you, so I did. You're unmuted. He muted himself back. Okay. I'll thanks for joining the class, guys. I'm gonna end it here. Yep, here is Greece. Let me put that down. All right, guys. Peace out. Thanks for joining the class. Let me end my lesson here. Yes, I can hear you. Yeah, what was your question? Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Bruh, he literally said, "Can you hear me?" All right. I'm in my lesson here, guys. Thanks for hopping in. Hopefully you learned something. Hopefully I was able to help. Yeah, and here's Greece. Peace.